welcome back. Today I'm going to show you another experiment on removing hard carbon with JB bore paste, CLR, and Freol. This is the second video in this series. The first one is up here if you want to see what a different method of doing this looks like. This was all videoed with my test-long flexible borescope. Well, at least the borescope videos were. These borescopes from Tesla are inexpensive and work quite well. Links are in the description. This barrel, like the previous one, has several hundred rounds since it was last cleaned to bare steel. In this first video, I've already soaked it for days with Bortec Eliminator and gotten all of the copper out, as indicated by patches coming out white after soaking for several hours. The borescope video starts out near the muzzle and travels back toward the chamber. There's carbon in the corners of the lands here. Pulling back a little more, now 5 inches in front of the chamber, we see solid hard carbon. The thickness is a mystery once again, but I'm going to attack this a couple of ways. Let's start with targeted cleaning with JB bore paste. A patch is wrapped around a worn-out bronze brush and coated with JB bore paste. Then I add a little Freol to it to give it a little lubrication. Short strokes are done first, followed with longer ones to blend out any effects from the reversals. The course is about 50 reversing strokes. This is my normal, gentle process, and the patch-brush combination moves really easily through the bore, indicating it's not digging into the grooves at all. I patch it out completely and clean out the bore with acetone, followed by 3 dry patches before borescoping again. Looking at this borescope video compared to the first one, it didn't work. Let's try a Nylon Bortec brush without a patch, but with the JB bore paste again. Same routine, but this time I'm getting more felt friction. Let's take a look at the results of this pass. I'm seeing some breakup of the carbon here and there, but no wholesale removal. If you're getting value out of these experiments, please like and subscribe. If you would like to support the work we do here, consider visiting us on Patreon. Well, let's stop using abrasives for a moment and try something I see people reference all the time. CLR, calcium, lime, rust. I don't recommend CLR for barrel cleaning, as described in my last Q&A Monday. But for the sake of science, let's try it. I put a wet patch in through the bore and let it sit for 10 minutes soaking. Now I patch it out and followed that with acetone to get all the CLR out. I did get some yellow-brown stuff on the patches, but not any chunks of black carbon. Well, let's borescope and see what magic happened in there. Honestly, it doesn't appear to have done anything with that short of an application. It definitely did not remove the carbon by any measure. In my previous tests, CLR did soften the softer carbon deposits like you would find on the front of a revolver cylinder. And it removed it with some elbow grease. But the fact that it may not be safe for our metals or finishes is a real turnoff for me. Okay, let's finish up with Freol on a brush to get those grooves cleaned out. I start with 15 passes of the brush soaked in Freol. From the breech to the muzzle, take the brush off and do it again. Once I've worn down the brush a little bit so that I can reverse it in the bore, I patch out, soak the brush in Freol again, and go crazy. Same pattern is used for the JB bore paste. Afterward, I got several nasty black patches. It did something. This is carbon. Let's go take a look. Isn't this interesting? It appears to have removed the majority of the remaining carbon. Now, was it the Freol or something else? I mean, the CLR could have softened it, but that's just a wild guess on my part. Based on my experience with the other barrel, one of two things happened here. Either the JB wore it down enough that the Freol and brush were able to finish, or the combination of thinning and softening from the CLR made the carbon more vulnerable to the brush and Freol. Now this is something I said in the other video, but it bears repeating. High quality bronze brushes have a very short life. Buy them in bulk and use one for a single cleaning before using it as a patch wrapper for one more. After that, they need to go in the trash. If you want good, high quality brushes, please visit my Patreon links page. There's a link directly to that page in the description and it's free to use, no subscription necessary. The other lesson I want to mention is that you can't tell if a barrel is really clean without a bore scope. The test long is really inexpensive, guys. Take a look. Links are in the description. Now keep an eye out for part 3, where I'm going to soak a barrel with Freol for some time before introducing a brand new bronze brush to see if that will do a complete cleaning job without the JB. I'm still impressed with Freol for barrel cleaning. It appears to be the real deal. It removes carbon. Well, that's all I have for this video. Shoot straight, borescope your barrels, and I'll see you on the range.